Hey y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all about this dream that I had this morning. It was one of the most wildest dreams that I had in a long time. And the day is March the 15th. I want to make sure that I keep this date, right? I dreamt that I was in this experimental lab. I don't know if it was a hospital, but it was an experimental lab. And it was a female nurse and a male doctor. And I was on this bed and I was strapped down from head to toe, and they had all of these tubes connected to me, especially all over my head, but they was all over my body. And I had this one tube that was in my mouth, and it went all the way down to my stomach. But the tube was so thin and so small until I could still talk like this with the tube in me. And I remember that it was this hot sensation that went in my stomach. I'm assuming whatever liquid that they put in me, it made my body feel extra warm, but it didn't make it hot. But I felt a little sick, like nauseated, but I knew I didn't have to throw up. And next thing you know, my head started to feel real heavy and it started to feel real foggy, right? And I could feel my body changing. And then all of a sudden, I started getting these memories in my head, but these memories wasn't really my memories. I could tell that these memories that they were putting in my head, they wasn't originally my memories. I ain't go through none of this. I could tell that they were trying to alter me or change me. But at the same time, I am still aware of what they are doing to me. So I remember yelling and screaming. I wasn't necessarily crying. I was yelling and screaming, telling this doctor, no, please don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Please don't do this. And I could feel my brain like extra heavy and foggy. And the memories that they were trying to put in me, it was so many of them until I couldn't control my thoughts. I couldn't slow the memories down. I couldn't do anything. They were coming and coming and coming. And it was basically making me go off, and my body is hot. Then all of a sudden, I remember looking at the doctor, screaming, yelling at them to stop. I remember the doctor all of a sudden pacing back and forth in the room, and he was like, it's not working. And I remember looking at the nurse because she was standing next to me beside the bed, and he was in front of the bed, and she was going through this book, looked like she was looking at notes, and she was like, I know it's not working. So even though they telling each other that what they doing to me is not working, I can still feel the change in my body. I can feel, I don't really know the memories that I had or what I knew before that, but whatever I knew before, whatever I had on my mind, they wanted me to erase it. They did not want me to know or remember what it was. They whole job was to basically give me a whole new mind, like control the mind, delete it. And I remember looking at the doctor, and the doctor told the nurse, we're going to have to do this process over again. But the way he was talking, he was so deep in fear and he was frantic. And the nurse was in fear and she was in frantic because it was almost like we have to do this to this woman before she leave. It was almost like whatever I had on my mind, they had to get this done. It was like a matter of life and death. So next thing I know, I'm still, I don't remember what I knew before. And the memory that they gave to me, I'm so frantic until I'm not even really thinking about the memory, but I know that they could be there. But I am still aware of what they are doing to me. So whatever they doing to me, I am aware that them two are doing it. So I know whatever happens to me, I know that it wasn't something that I grew up with, I was born with. I know that the memories that I'm going to have in my mind, that this doctor and this nurse put it in me. So I remember the doctor telling the nurse, we're going to have to do this process all over again. And once I heard that, I began to get frantic myself. I began to feel stronger because I'm saying to myself at this point, they are not going to do this. And I remember getting real frantic. I remember getting real strong. And all of a sudden my phone rings. And usually when I have a dream like that, I'm very nosy. I want to see what happened in the dream. I want to see what did I do because they are changing me. But all of a sudden when the phone rings, I wake up. And I'm like, what the hell? So when I woke up, it was a text message. It wasn't a phone call. So when I read the text message said, congratulations, you won the game. So I'm looking at the text, like, what game? And my homegirl said, the game that you were playing last night, congratulations, you won the game. So I'm like, oh my God, girl, I was asleep. So when I put the phone down, I thought about the dream and the fact that she texted me and said that I just won the game. It was almost like the phone call was basically a part of my dream, because whatever they was trying to do to me, they could not accomplish it. And the fact that I don't know exactly what I did, I don't know if I became stronger and I broke free. I don't know if they actually got away with whatever they got away with. I don't know what happened, because I woke up. Because as soon as I heard that doctor say, we're going to have to do the process over again, what I do remember is that I became strong, because I knew they would not do this a second time. But before I began to get that strength build up in me, and I could feel my strength getting built up, I got the phone call, and I'm like, damn. And then when I sat up on my bed and I thought about it, I was like, we are all in a simulation. We are all in a dream. We are all in an altered, simulation. And whatever they was doing to me, they was trying to change me, but they could not do it. And the phone call was basically confirmation saying, you won. You won the game. They couldn't beat you. You actually won. And when it hit me, I was like, oh my God. So I don't know what I knew. I don't know what I knew before they did this. I'm not even sure what they could. The memories was coming. The memories that they was trying to put in me, they were coming so fast until I couldn't slow the memories down. I couldn't stop it. I couldn't understand it. These memories was like pieces of a life. I don't know. I can't even remember the memory that was in my head. I don't even remember. But I remember the way they were coming. They were coming so fast. It was almost like, and it was like running me crazy. And for some reason, it was not working on me. And whatever I knew or whoever I was, it had this doctor and this nurse in a panic when they found out that it could not work on me. So when I got the confirmation phone call that I was actually the winner of the game, it was almost like they couldn't do nothing with you. And when I woke up, I felt like a sense of relief. And I was like, oh my God, like, what was that all about? And as soon as I woke up and I put two and two together, I came on my menstrual. And I'm like, what? And it hit me. And all I could do was just smile and be grateful and thankful, because I'm like, I am fully aware that we are energetic, we are energy frequency beings. I am very much aware that we are living in a simulation. I am very much aware of where I am. And the fact that they was about to change who I am and they couldn't do it lets me know that however the rest of my life may go, whether I'm in fear or I'm not, because when I was laying in that bed, I was in fear. When I was laying in that bed with that doctor and that nurse, I was in fear. I was begging, screaming to these people, please don't do this. So it wasn't like I wasn't in fear. I was in great fear. I didn't want them to do this to me. I don't even know what they're doing, but I am aware that what they are doing, they are trying to change me from who I was before. I don't know why they decided to pick me to change. I don't know what I did for them to try to change me. I don't know what I seen. But whoever I was, whatever I knew, wherever I came from, their whole mission was to change my mind, change my thought, change my body, alter everything about me, so I won't have no recollection of what it was or how I was before. But it did not work. And I still had the memory, and I was still aware of what they was doing. I don't even know if I woke up. I don't even know if I broke free and murdered them or killed them. I don't even know what happened, because before I got that strength when I decided that they was not going to do this, when I got that strength, the phone rang. So I don't even know what happened in that room after that. I don't know what I did. I don't know what they did. I don't know what happened. All I remember is that when I got the strength and I was like, they are not going to do this again, the phone rang and I got confirmation that I was the winner. Wildest dream.